Today I have this Velosan wok. It's lavender in color, so it comes with this very nice gift box packaging. So it has this really nice design on it. It has this handle for the box, really nicely packaged. So let's go ahead and take it out of the box and see what's inside. This is the wok itself. Before first use, you do want to rinse it off with some soap and water, and you just use a dash of oil. When you're cooking, it has a non-stick coating on it. This is the pattern inside. On the outside, it's a beautiful lavender color. Even the top has a matching color with a matching non-stick coating on the inside. This is a ceramic wok, so the coating is without any harmful chemicals or materials. The finishing on the outside as well without any harmful materials. The shape is unique as well. It's an uneven oval shape. As you can tell, it's a very unique product. Looks very nice. The handles on the side, the whole wok itself actually is very lightweight. You'd be surprised when you're carrying it how lightweight it is compared to the stainless steel aluminum pots. Like I said, it's a ceramic coating. It can work on electric stoves, gas stoves, induction stoves, any type of stove you have, this will work. So let's just go ahead and rinse it off with some soap and water before first use. Because it's an uneven shape, it is sort of interesting how you put the lid on. So when you put it on like this, you might be off by a little bit, so you just twist it in place and then it falls into place. So it's super easy to use, super lightweight, feels like a premium material. Even the handle is very ergonomic on both sides. It's a nickel finish, so it's not a chrome finish, which is good. So you're not gonna see all the fingerprints all the time, as you can tell. All right, so today we're gonna cook some wonton soup. So we have some miso ginger broth, some tofu here, some cilantro, scallions, and we're gonna cook it and show you how the wok works. Since it's a non-stick coating already, it's a ceramic non-stick, we can just go ahead and pour our broth directly into there. We don't have to put oil or anything like that. It's not gonna stick. I'm really loving the uneven shape. It's shaped like a pebble, and that's where the Pebble name comes. But that does mean that every time you put this on, you kind of want to twist that on so it has a good seal. With these pots, as you can see, I'm on medium heat. You don't need to use high heat. They conduct heat really well. And as you can see, it's already warming up the broth in less than 2 minutes. This is a wok, but also a Dutch oven. And the color actually is called lilac by the manufacturer, but it's a nice lavender, purplish color. Very modern pastel color. While we are letting the broth heat up, let's kind of look through the manual here. They have a lot of different products. There's a whole set with pans and woks and things like that. So looks like non-toxic, easy cleanup, easy release. So your food's gonna come off very easily off the ceramic non-stick coating. And then there's a warranty as well. So according to the manual, the ceramic can hold heat more efficiently than traditional pans. So they recommend using low to medium heat, and that's going to transfer the same temperature as high heat in a traditional pan to your food. You can evenly cook your food without zapping the nutrients with high heat. Also, you just have to use a very small amount of oil if you're frying directly something on there because of the nonstick coating being so good. Of course, with any non-stick coating, avoid using metal utensils. So you want to stick with wooden, silicone, or nylon products. I prefer wooden or silicone. When you move your pans off the stove top, don't slide them, just to prevent the bottom from getting damaged or your stove from getting damaged. You just lift and move the pans. These are just some ways to protect your pots and pans to make them last longer. We're now going to add gyozas to our soup. As far as the sizing of this wok, it's big enough for 4 to 5 people for a big dinner meal. So this is 64 ounces of broth in there with a good amount of tofu and the dumplings. You can see there's still some room for us to add our greens. What I've noted after 10 minutes of cooking is the handle on the lid of the pot is still not hot. It's easy to touch. It's slightly warm, but not hot to burn you. The handles on the side of the actual pot will get hot from the heat from the flame, but the handle on the lid is still very easy to touch. So I'm not really worried about burning myself. Time to add the greens. This is cilantro and scallion. So our soup is done. As you can see, the gyozas are floating, and that's how we know it's done. Let's go ahead and pour it into a bowl. I'll leave a recipe for this in the description below if you are interested in trying this recipe out. It's one of our go-to easy meals. Tastes delicious and it's healthy. Okay, so now that we're done cooking, we're just going to rinse it off real quick and see how easy it is to clean. We're going to use a non-abrasive brush to kind of scrape off anything stuck, which is mostly just greens and some oil from the broth. Just a mild detergent. So on the exterior of the pot, you can use a more abrasive brush or detergent if it's dirty. Looks like it's pretty clean, so we don't need to do anything. On the interior, you want to use a mild detergent, non-abrasive sponge or brush. And it should rinse off pretty easily. And that's it. The pot's clean and we can dry it off and store it. Make sure you do dry off all the water before you store it, just to not have any spots on your pot. So I've been using this pot for over 2 weeks now, and it still looks like brand new. No stains. The non-stick in there looks pristine new. So it's a good pot. I'll leave a link to it in the description below as usual. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next one.